tragic. Hundreds of women living lavish. Playing playing for the Mavericks. I didn't want to put the money let me put her even though she average. Like she had it, bitch, you hear this dirty spray legendary. There's something in the sky, she really makes me a plan. Let's it up and go to dance on it. 200 miles on the dash, got a roll a pound up for dancing. Put some lanes in the Grand Rapids. We the one who kept it cool, but I didn't continue to start it. Showing the blue like the film, never fucking going on the map. We falling like the March Madness. All these cops shooting, tragic.
Go!
stars like she in the airline. Talk about my hairline. I laugh about it, I be feeling them. See, we be both making M's, they be making memes, I be making millions. I just counted up a $250,000. QM, that's $250,000. They don't wanna see Jay drop 6 blind poppin' when he go to Philly. Funny money, I know it's silly, but you hope feel it. When I pull up and I got a ball for, I promise she gon' know it's litty, motherfucker. Hop in the red and I'm on it, it's litty again. Try to pop in the jump and get litty again. I make a meal like a layup. I pop a bill just to stay up. I said the this Florida. I'm with my team and we going up. All of these toys, they know us. With me, like the southern when we mix the soda up. Perfect time and then we're blowing up. You know I like the rollie up. Shorty's got the pussy now. I ain't tripping, that's a cousin. Ride to the mother bus. Set the paper from the supper. Lay on that paper. I am not slacking, I stay on that paper. I feel like it's a restraining order on that money, cause y'all stay away from that paper. I got some nerves that used to be violent when nanny, I'm feeling no way about this paper. I be spending hundred after hundred. They thought I was making this paper, but then they said I be raping this paper. Shit, I might as well get married to money. I married niggas to married to money. She rich as Mariah, I carry the money and shit. Deposit, I buried the money. I buried the money and hang on my pocket and embarrass the money and act like I ain't used to having this money. Oh! Hop in the Raven, I'm on it, it's litty again. Slide up, hop in the jump and get litty again. All of my partners is poppin', you know that we litty again. All of the fours on college, you know that we litty again. They don't wanna see the squad, they don't wanna see the rain. They don't wanna see the bit of stars like she going out of space. Litty again, I gotta be litty again. Litty again, I gotta be litty again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alumni Field on the campus of Salem State University for today's men's soccer MASCAC matchup between the visiting Lions of Wheaton College and your Vikings of Salem State. First, this afternoon's starting lineup for the visiting Lions. Number 1, Cameron Millington. Number 3, Ethan Alfano. Number 4, Ryan Bell. Number 6, Jonathan Daddario. Number 7, Luke Strange. Number 8, Robert Lloyd. Number 10, Ewan Noble. Number 13, Alizar Ferrier. Number 17, Jack Russo. Number 23, Angus Stringer. And number 27, Charlie Stringer. The Lions are coached by Brian Wagner. And now, the starting lineup for your Vikings of Salem State. A senior from Milford, New Hampshire, number 1, Matt Hansman. A junior from Westford, Massachusetts, number 3, Brendan Walsh. A junior from Dracut, Massachusetts, number 4, James Melly. A senior from Newburyport, Massachusetts, number 5, Patrick Folletti. A freshman from Medford, Massachusetts, number 10, Philippe D'Souza. A junior from Quincy, Massachusetts, number 11, Aaron O'Toole. A sophomore from Dracut, Massachusetts, number 13, Brendan Davis. A senior from Lowell, Massachusetts, number 14, George Zaletta. A sophomore from Lynn, Massachusetts, number 16, Alex Ishla. A senior from Dartmouth, Massachusetts, number 19, Dylan Senra. And a grad student from Essex, Massachusetts, number 22, Cole Hay. The Vikings are coached by Matt Correa and assisted by Alex Caraval, Mike Scarbelis, and Chris Jimenez. At this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
afternoon, everybody. I'm Jess Burton. Welcome to Alumni Field on the campus of Salem State University for today's men's soccer game between the Vikings and the visiting Lions of Wheaton College. This should be a heck of a game this afternoon, an absolutely pristine September afternoon. Beautiful weather for soccer here today in Salem. These two teams both come into the game 1-0. They met last year. It was a 3-0 win for Wheaton. So Salem looking to get their revenge here today on their home turf, as last year's game was played at Wheaton's. So let's go over the starters real quick. Two teams huddled up, ready to get things going here. In net for the visitors today is Cam Millington. In front of him, Stringer, Daddario, Bell, and Alfano. And then the midline is Charlie Stringer, Brusso, Noble, and Lloyd. And up front, Strange and Ferrier. And Ferrier is going to be our player to watch for Wheaton today. Had a 2-goal game, his first multi-career game in their opening season. In their opening game this season, a 3-0 win over Eastern Nazarene, in which they outshot those Lions, spelled with an I. These Lions from Wheaton, spelled with a Y. They outshot Eastern Nazarene 29-3 with 14 shots on goal. Just 2 of the 3 for Eastern Naz. So they attack, and they attack early and often, as the Vikings know very well. In their meeting last year, Wheaton scored just 2 minutes into the game. And that was a lot of momentum on their way to that 3-0 blanking of the Vikings. For the Vikings, in net, Matt Huntsman. In front of him, Senra, Cole Hay, and Melly. In the middle, Ixlaj Tello, Walsh, Zuleta, D'Souza. And up front, another newcomer, Davis, with Folletti and O'Toole. Wheaton restarts after the first whistle. Wheaton in their blue jerseys, black stripes, white numbers. Salem State new jerseys this year, creamsicle colors, orange letters, black outline. And I like the fading white to orange on the shorts and on the side of those jerseys. Both these teams do play very tough defense. I mean, that is what the Vikings really pride themselves on. Here's a shot by our player to watch. Alistair Ferrier. So both defensive-minded teams, but Wheaton probably the more aggressive of the two offensively. Let's see if the Vikings can settle in on the offensive side of the field today and have some longer possessions, force Wheaton into allowing corner kicks for the Vikings, an area where they're very strong. Vikings outshot their first opponent 10-1 in corner kicks. In the LaSalle game, LaSalle just one of them. Here's a throw-in for Melly. Wheaton had a really good season last year, their best in a stretch of 6 years. They went 12-5. This is their 4th season under their head coach, their current head coach, Brian Wagner. Took over in 2018. They had the 2018 season, in which they went 9-10-1. Then they went 9-8-1 in 2019 and 2020. And then they had the COVID year. And last year, 12-5. So the first winning season since 2016-17 when they were 12-7-2. And last year, their 12-5 record, about halfway through the season, got them recognized as the number 24th ranked team in the country, the first time they'd been nationally ranked since 16-17. And Wheaton also last year was the only NESCAC team to take down defending national champion Connecticut College. And in our last broadcast, we talked a lot about how the Vikings can use the momentum of taking Connecticut College all the way to a shootout in the first round of the NCAA tournament, the Division III, blanked through 2 overtimes, the Camels, and then lost in the eventual shootout. Hopefully, again, the Vikings take that momentum, but Wheaton has that accolade on their record that they're the only ones to beat the defending national champions last year from this area. Headed out by Cole Hay, an aggressive play. Love what we've seen from him, transfer from Hobart College. He was super aggressive last game, really holding down that back line of the Vikings defense in the middle. O'Toole on the sideline here with Melly. Pass intercepted, taken away by Charlie Stringer, and then he goes down. Again, Wheaton steps in and takes it away. A nice play by Daddario on the far side. Long crosser headed away by Brendan Davis. Davis, a transfer from Stonehill College, should really add something to the Vikings offense this year with the absence of Kendi Prince, no longer with the program, transferring out of Salem State. Davis led the team with four shots against LaSalle. Didn't cash any of them in. He was quick-footed with a lot of them. Maybe opening game jitters wearing a New Jersey. So we'll see if he settles in today. I had a little vision before the game doing the notes that he would score today. So let's see if that comes true.
Yeah, push up. Make them feel short.
Good pressure from the back by Brendan Walsh. He got the scoring started in the game versus LaSalle in the 32nd minute, tied things up for the Vikings as they were down 1-0 after surrendering a free kick goal. And that would be the only goal for LaSalle.
Again. Play with confidence, Sterling.
Angus Stringer takes a tumble down by his bench. It'll be a throw in for the Vikings, a step beyond midfield in the right direction. Back to Senra, roller, trying to connect with O'Toole, but taken away and played back to the defense.
Play quickly with confidence, White. Come on. Up. There we go. Aaron, stay left.
Tap
Aaron,
back
stay
to
left.
Lloyd. looking through the logo. Melly steps in, gets a foot on it, stops momentum, and a really good battle on the sideline between Melly and Stringer, and Melly giving everything he can and wins the ball. A little extra from Stringer afterwards. The fans love it. That's the type of effort that we see here on a game-to-game basis from the Vikings, and especially that guy right there, James Melly. Hay with a big foot into the box, coming out to punch it away is Millington. Does a nice job getting above the crowd. Really tough play. The ability to use your hands came in really, really clutch right there for the goalkeeper for Wheaton. There were a bunch of bodies around. Long pass up ahead. Strange has it in the corner, defended by Folletti. Two-time MASCAC Defensive Player of the Year. Able to knock it away. And the bench loves the effort. Forces a throw in, and everybody's got to retreat back. Gives them time.
Deep throw, come on, White.
A long setup for this throw in. And it's a long throw into the box, right to Matt Huntsman, sure-handed.
Good job, Keith. Keep going, White, keep going.
Huntsman with 5 saves against LaSalle.
Oh, nice, Aaron.
Great chest trap by O'Toole. The Wheaton player steps in, sends it upfield in their direction.
Nice,
And Folletti, nice stop there. He breaks up the pass. Long ball up ahead. Hay gets in there and heads it down.
Yeah, George,
Getting around the body of Ferrier, the intended target. Back with Ferrier, poked away from behind by Walsh. And Zuleta takes it away. And Ferrier upset with his teammates. You can see, very demonstrative. D'Souza, the man on his hip, trying to turn the corner and can't. Denied by Bell. Will chase it down and is able to keep it in right in the corner. Bounces out to Stringer. Wheaton flips the field, looking upfield. Ball up ahead. Ends up in space and Strange runs it down. Back to Stringer. Advancing quickly. Deflected up in the air by Davis. Uses his body to box out Stringer, but Wheaton takes it back. Zuleta able to get a toe on it. Stringer, good crosser. Over Senra's head. Flipped right back into the middle of the box. Ferrier gets tripped up.
No way.
Wheaton wanted a whistle. Not going to get one. Coach Brian Wagner wanting a PK there for his star sophomore. Here's O'Toole, gets a head on it, trying to play the ball. Good job by Aaron not to commit a foul there.
Go, Nelly, press him.
Melly right on the back of Stringer.
Good job, Nelly. Good job, White. Stay up, George.
Stringer has been pretty impressive so far for Wheaton. Plays very poised. Seems to make good decisions. Charlie Stringer, the senior from Medard, Oregon. He's going to pressure Melly here. Off his back and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. So we've played 14 and a half scoreless minutes, rounding down on a half hour to play in the first half. And a really competitive first 15 minutes, as we expected. The Vikings going to be very tough here today on their home field after losing to these guys 3-0 last year, a game they surely remember. And Salem State also trying to bolster their out-of-conference win total from last year. Much better in conference. Just a few wins out of conference. All of their losses coming out of conference as well. Melly's pass goes over O'Toole's head and is knocked out by Lloyd. So Salem just creeping down the field here on throw-ins. Melly looking O'Toole's way again. Headed towards the top of the box and cleared out by Wheaton. Valetti runs it down, has a man on his back. He'll play it back to Huntsman. Didn't get a lot on it. That's dangerous. Shot and save by Huntsman. Strange rushed it. Couldn't lift it. And Huntsman picks up the rolling shot. Huntsman also failed to lift the ball off the ground, which caused the initial problem. Pretty good collision by Stringer and O'Toole. Their player really phased.
Aaron, that's a great job. Keep it up, bud. Keep it up.
Taken away by Walsh.
Finish. Finish, Philippe.
D'Souza shoots. It goes wide.
Good shot.
Good takeaway by Brendan Walsh. And the freshman D'Souza makes the decision to shoot it. A right one.
Nice, Valetti. Oh, good job.
O'Toole steps in. Leads Ixtlash-Tello to the end line, and who's it off of? Off of the Lions. Corner kick coming for the Vikings.
Hey, they're fast. You got to move it with confidence and move it quickly.
D'Souza puts it in the air.
Finish.
Headed back to O'Toole, far side. Crosser.
Finish.
Back with D'Souza. Flips it middle. Davis tried to get ahead on it.
Dylan.
And O'Toole taken down by Stringer.
Calma.
Play continues. It's Strange. Ferrier.
Nice now.
Melly slides in. And enough of an effort to break things up for a moment. Vikings looking to clear. They get it to Davis.
Protect it, George.
Zuleta gets knocked down from behind and draws a whistle. Ferrier to take a step back and then drills him right in the numbers. Ferrier obliged as well. And so now he'll ask for Hay to back it up, and Hay will not return the favor. Maybe they'll go out for pizza after. Seem to be friendly with each other. I doubt it. Here we go. With the Vikings, Tello looking back. Senra's there. Senra stepping in, trying to win the ball. Excuse me, that's D'Souza. And that's Senra. Commits the foul. Ewan Noble goes down on the contact. Ewan Noble was the goal scorer 2 minutes 34 seconds into last year's meeting between these two. Set the tone for what would be a 3-0 win for the Lions. This ball is chased down by Senra. A good ball. Really tough play to turn on that, get it up the field. Jack Brusso and Alex Nickerson were the other two goal scorers last year, both in the second half. They went a long time in the first half without scoring after the Noble goal. And we've gone a long time without scoring here, but not a lot, not without a lot of action. A fast-paced game, which is always fun. Much better than teams just sitting back on their heels. Two defensive-minded teams playing with some speed on offense today. Huntsman with a nice sliding grab as Noble was right on top of him. Referee does say something to Noble. The Vikings didn't like the aggressive play right at their goalie. It was Huntsman in net against these guys last year with 5 saves, but for Wheaton, it was Diego Medina who went on to graduate. Weird play there as Stringer fell down, took right on the knee of Brendan Walsh. Luckily, both players are okay. That's a big body falling into the legs of Walsh. Zelada down in the mix as well.
There you go. Go to the ball. Go to the ball.
Out of bounds right in front of the Vikings bench to Wheaton. As both these programs continue to have success and build on that success going forward, I hope there's more matchups in future years. It's an easy game to schedule, and two good teams make it a fun battle. In a home-and-home type series. I've always thought it should be a home-and-away type series, since one team plays at home one year, then the next year they go away. But home and home is how it's referenced. Oh, and that's a hard kick. You can hear it.
It's a yellow, Rev. It's a yellow.
Tello down. Took a kick directly to the shins. That's why they have the guards there.
Yeah, it's a good ball, man. Put pressure. That's it. Get the throw in. Good job. Up. Come on, George.
Melly going to push up to take the throw in. O'Toole looking to go backdoor on Stringer. Now lay it down at his feet. O'Toole with a little bit of space. See if he can get a crosser away.
Cross. Have a cross.
Deflected back to Melly. And he drills it off his number 4 counterpart, Ryan Bell.
Come on, White.
up in the deep corner. So it's not going to be considered a corner kick, but it basically is. It's going to be a step outside the little corner semicircle. And about 4 feet up from the corner. It'll be Senra to take it. See if they can get O'Toole on a header. Sends it. A curving ball, had a lot of spin on it. And that one landed right on the booth up here. I almost had to play center field.
Stay in the mid, stay in the mid.
No way he could have hit that pole if he tried. Well, maybe, but it's taken him a few tries. That was pretty wild.
Time, keep
No, you
going,
couldn't see that. But
that's it. Have a cross. Again,
good defense
job.
by Wheaton stepping in on Ixlage-Tello. Ferrier can't pick it up. It's Walsh with it. Right through the middle. And O'Toole couldn't get there. Angus Stringer was there first. There'll be another corner kick for the Vikings.
Good job, Bill.
The free kick by Senra moments ago that ended up being blasted up here was a hard spinner right towards the near post. Let's see if he can put it a little bit deeper. All the Vikings are behind the blue jerseys except for Walsh. Now D'Souza sneaks in. In the air, headed out. And right back on net. Sent back towards center.
Take your time, Melly. You got
It's a
him.
foot race,
There you
Melly
go.
and Strange, and Melly able to cut him off and stay in front. The corner headed by Ryan Bell. Good battle as Melly stays with it and draws a whistle against Strange. The crowd loves it, the hard play. Melly always looking to mix it up.
Push up, push up.
That corner was better. It was headed out by Bell. Zuleta sent it right back on net.
Time.
But didn't make its way through. Dangerous pass back, and don't think that was supposed to be to Huntsman, and he is challenged. Ferrier on top of him. I think Folletti was the intended target there. The Vikings have made a couple indecisive, let's call it that, passes on the defensive end. Need to pick up the communication and make those a lot crisper. We're down under 18 minutes to play in the first half, and we're scoreless. It's been so much fun so far. Oh, another bad play by Huntsman, and Strange fires off the crossbar. Can't believe it. Bounces right up to Stringer. He shoots. Hayes steps in off the back of his legs and out. Davis going to try to clear it. Wins the ball against Stringer. Towards midfield, kept in by Wheaton, and Walsh finally clears it out. A lofting ball Davis's way. Huntsman, his second mistake on trying to clear it. I mean, when you have the ability to pick that ball up and punt it, why not? So a couple tough clears. That one ended up right at Strange's feet. And he was inches away, right off the crossbar. A pretty good second chance as it went right to Stringer. A really nice play by the Vikings defense.
Right there, there's a chauffeur, use him.
Kill off the threat. The Vikings are all the way upfield with a throw-in deep in the corner from Melly. by O'Toole. Off Folletti's foot, wrong direction. High in the air, played by Ferrier. Headed a couple times, and then Folletti gets a good foot on it and sends it towards midfield. John DiDario doing a nice job for Wheaton, keeping possession alive for the Lions. Here's Ferrier, gets pushed from behind, ball stays loose. It's spinning through the box, and Huntsman has time to pick it up.
Good job. Come on, Walt. Right there, short boys, right there. All right, keep going.
Under 15 minutes to play. Played 30 scoreless minutes. O'Toole, wanted to intercept the pass.
Take your time.
Good patience by Angus Stringer.
Come on, Walt, get that on, dude. Come on, bud, let's go. There you go, boys. Good job, boy. Bob. Come on, Georgie. That's good job there, George.
34, Niall Blackadar in the game
Nice,
for Wheaton. Senra chases it down. Gavin Mahoney also into the game for Wheaton. Challenging Senra in the corner. Ball is loose in the middle. Wheaton still with possession. Huntsman's got to come out and get it, and he does. Secures the package. Ball stays in bounds along the sideline for a moment. Looked like the header was going to go out of bounds. Wind is blowing sort of across the field and towards the Vikings' goal. So that's a little bit of a difficult punt by Huntsman to get it beyond midfield.
Right there, use him in play.
Melly to throw it in. They wanted a handball against the Vikings. Referee just yelling out, keep playing. DiDario upfield. And Zuleta reached out with a hand. Not sure why, just maybe instinct. Noble.
Good work.
Leaves
good
it.
Work.
Lloyd tried to get a shot away with his left foot. Not a lot on it. Folletti, same thing. Not a lot on it. Clearing it. And now to Walsh beyond midfield.
Nice, Walsh.
Vikings get it out of the zone. Sent right back to the midfield line.
To the ball, Dylan. Nice, Folletti.
Nice move by Folletti to get into space.
Come on,
Zuleta's met hard with Blackadar. Zuleta's got to keep that going. Took too long. Blackadar shoots. It's wide of the net. Warwick, Rhode Island senior Niall Blackadar trying to make an impact in a short amount of time played. Nil-nil game. 11 and a half left to play. Good ball by Huntsman.
Nice, Walsh. Come on, Mike. Play with your confidence. Let's go.
On the end line, flip back middle. Zuleta's there. It went behind Joey Everett. Would have had a nice look at the goal. Tough play and a nice one by Mahoney along the end line, keeping it in and finding a player. Just sent it a couple steps behind him. Wheaton flips the field in front of the Vikings bench. Blackadar, touch pass. Mahoney. The box. Back with Mahoney, fakes the cross. Daniel Medina makes a nice move, shakes Melly. Stepped in on by Flynn. And Michael Flynn clears it. He's new into the game for the Vikings. And makes a really nice play back there for the defense. It's a good possession by Wheaton. Under 10 to play in the half. Matt Correa in his 7th season yelling out to his team, have discipline.
Come on, George. Come on, Walsh. Press him.
Vikings, the last 3 seasons under Correa, undefeated in conference, 20-0-1.
Nice, Walsh. Good job, man.
Taken away by the Vikings.
Man.
It would be big for one of these teams to score right before halftime
No way.
and carry momentum into the break. Vikings have won 3 conference titles and 2 postseason championships under Correa. They didn't allow a goal in conference play last year. Just ridiculous. That's why Huntsman was named All-MASCAC first team. 8 shutouts. Letty will let that roll out of bounds intelligently for a goal kick. Good boot. And after seeing these kicks from Huntsman, gotta wonder why he would even play anything on the ground. I understand trying to keep the game moving, keep momentum, and get the ball behind the defense if you can. Start something up from the goalie position, but he can really let it rip. The last one that ended up at the feet of Strange, you could see the ball had such weird spin on it that it was going to be a difficult kick coming across his body and needing to use his right foot, and that's exactly what happened. The spin definitely hurt that. If he was a lefty, he could have teed it up and sent it across the field. Zuleta will take a break, and they bring in Alvarez. Jair Alvarez, a freshman from Lynn. Classic. Another goal kick for the Vikings. Only 4 guys on the Vikings roster from outside the state of Massachusetts. Huntsman's from Milford, New Hampshire. Wally Hunanes from Salem, New Hampshire. Eric Luckner's from Groton, Connecticut. And Adam Stanek from Washington, New Jersey.
Yeah, outside. Good job, White.
Alvarez, puts the moves on.
Finish.
Around a sea of blue jerseys, and it's cleared away.
Have a shot. Nice, Valenti. Time.
Silva with a nice score. Silva had an assist in the last game. Here's a good ball by O'Toole, and it's headed out of bounds by Stringer.
Good job, Flynn.
Third corner kick of the afternoon coming for the Vikings. .5:18 on the clock. Senra lets it go. Up to head it. It lands at the Vikings' feet. Doku couldn't get a foot on it. Shoots that time. Deflected off Stringer and out of bounds. Going to be another corner.
Good job there, White.
So Doku kind of whiffed on the first attempt. A better one on the second. And earns his team another corner. Near side this time. Wheaton still without a corner kick. This shows another strength of the Vikings defense. Only allowed one corner to LaSalle. Senra, a good ball spinning.
That's good ball, Dylan.
Really good
All
one.
right, White, way to attack it, White. Way to attack
Blown dead.
Good job, Salem. Way to attack that.
That was the best corner we've seen so far from the Vikings. That is a long ball.
Nice, Belletti. Nice.
Ethan Thompson, the intended target. He was there first, on sides. Now the Vikings take it away. Thompson goes down. Wheaton out of the corner with it.
Just stand them up. Stand them up.
Everett dancing along the far sideline with Folletti, and Folletti takes the lead in that duet and wins the ball. Shots are 6-5. Shots on goal are 5-3. Both in favor of Wheaton. Here's another one. Saved by Huntsman. Rebound. Another save. Matty makes one with his hands and one with his feet.
Good job, Matt.
And denies the Lions a late goal here in the first half. 3 minutes left.
Come on, Flynn. Time. Pass it out, Nelly. Come on, buddy. Pass it out. Let's go. There you go. Good job.
Melly's exit pass taken by Bell. They switch the field. Daddario sends it middle. It's headed by Melly. Blackadar comes up to play. Bell middle. Good trap. Popped up by Folletti. Foul on Wally Hunain. He came down on Blackadar's back. Clock will roll down probably to 2 minutes by the time they take this free kick.
Come on, Matt. Be strong in here, Matt.
Blackadar with everybody on the far elbow. Headed by Wheaton towards the corner. And it'll be a throw-in. Guess that was off the Vikings. It looked like it was off Wheaton player's head. Blasted off Melly's shoulder. Back towards midfield with Blackadar. Folletti got a head on it. Good footwork by Luckner. And Luckner gets a foot on it, takes it away, and a tackle from behind on Hunain. Fellows commits the foul. 1 minute left in the first half. Scoreless and a chance for the Vikings to change that.
Attack it in the air, White. 50 seconds, go, 50 seconds.
Hay sends it, headed out, returned by the Vikings. Blackadar stabs at it, and now Wheaton's in transition. Half a minute. Mahoney defended by Melly. Melly has been a wall back there today. "15 seconds.
Good hustle.
Good ball, headed away by Melly at a perfect angle. Spinning towards the sideline. Final throw in with 5 seconds.
2, 1.
Melly's going to make it hard for them to even do that. And the clock expires, and Huntsman punches it away. Doesn't even want to see it go in the net after the buzzer. Gotta love that intensity. We're scoreless at the break, 0-0. In for a great second half. 10 minutes on the clock. We'll be back then. Hope you will be too. back, everybody. 45 minutes on the clock for the second half. Running through the first half numbers. Wheaton 7 shots on goal, 8 shots total. Vikings 3 on goal, 5 total. Huntsman made 5 saves. Millington only made 1 save, only needed to make the 1 save. Corners 4-0 in favor of the Vikings. 0 team has been offsides, 5 fouls each, 0 yellow cards, 0 red cards. Really don't expect one of those either. What we do expect is another fast second half. Action-packed first 45. Vikings will start. O'Toole for the first touch. Let's see who will score first and if they'll need more than 1 goal to win this game. Vikings now be shooting with the wind at their backs. Somewhat slightly. Still blowing across field, mostly. Vikings are going right to left. Wheaton left to right. There's Spalletti, a good header. Ends up right with O'Toole. Daddario on his back. Vikings are going to have a throw-in. O'Toole gets shouldered down by Springer. And they draw the whistle. O'Toole leading the offense so far today for the Vikings. Got 2 shots with 1 shot on goal. George Zaleta, the other shot on goal. Senra lines it up and lifts it over the net. Dillon scored on a free kick against LaSalle. She read it about this time in the second half as well. Really quick into the second half. Dillon gave the Vikings the lead, which would be the lead for good. Their 3-1 victory.
Nice, Spalletti. Turn.
I think the Vikings got more than they expected from LaSalle. Huge hand battle there by Senra and Alfano. Alfano ends up hitting the turf. LaSalle, a program that's been down the last few years, so I think the Vikings thought it'd be more of a warm-up game than it was, and they fell behind 1-0 early on, but they were able to settle in the second half. Once they saw the ball go in the net and tie it up, it was basically all Vikings. But LaSalle, they gave them a pretty good game. Good luck to them the rest of the way. Aaron O'Toole battling, makes Millington play the ball. O'Toole and Bell mixing it up right in front. Zaleta steps in and wins possession for the Vikings. Center's pass popped up. Folletti keeps it alive. Noble hits Cole Hay. Hip check from the newcomer for the Vikings. The referee points to the spot where Wheaton will have a free kick from. Prime opportunity here for the Lions. 5-man wall for the Vikings, so Wheaton has a numbers advantage off there to the left. And that is lofted way out of play. Strange never had a chance. Strange with a penalty kick goal in Wheaton's first game. Here's the man that scored 2. Last one off of Hay.
There you go, time. More Philippe, much hot Philippe.
Ferrier in there with Philippe D'Souza.
Up to the wing, give it.
Up from behind, Ixlash Tello.
Go, help him out. Go.
O'Toole double teamed. Keeps it in. Played by Wheaton on the end line. And we played 5 minutes here in the second half. Continuing fast-paced, good action from both sides. Ferrier with some space. Looking Strange's way, and Hay down to the turf to make the play.
Come on, gotta be better, White.
Wheaton throw in. Alfano quickly fires to Strange, turning on it. Slide tackle by Zuleta. And the ref, you can see demonstrably with the safe signal to play on. And Zuleta gives a finger wag.
Go to the ball.
Both benches very vocal. Both fan bases loud. A really great crowd here today.
Time.
Enjoying just a perfect September afternoon. Late summer, this is what it's all about, these afternoons. Throw in right in front of the Wheaton bench. And Melly, a push from behind, you can see it. And I don't think I've mentioned this. If you're unfamiliar with our broadcast, we use a huddle camera, so that's why it's not always lined up with the action. We do our best I do my best to keep you informed on the far side of the field if it doesn't pick it up. Looks like it's pretty good today, though. So it's not manually operated, so why it's a little wonky sometimes. That is a long ball. Huntsman out. It's still loose. A nice job by Maddie, and the dog loves it. Applause, a bark applause from one of the Salem State K9 faithful. O'Toole deflects it. Foot race to the ball. This is trouble. O'Toole staying with it, taken down. Millington back in the play and makes the save. What is the call? It goes against O'Toole. Millington's initial clear attempt deflected off to Dario and almost ended up in the net. Had the ball been a little quicker off the deflection, it might have been an own goal.
Good pressure, Wall.
Millington, a nice job staying with the play, getting back into it, even though it was blown dead.
Come on, Dylan. Quick decisions, buddy. Quick decisions. There you go. Push up, White. Push up.
Huntsman with the goal kick.
Push up. You can support. Don't sag. Push up so you can support. Come on.
Zuleta
Keep it, George. Keep it.
could have teed one up, decided to pass it, and that's a late tackle. That is hard on Alfaro. That's a card for sure. No question at all. Alfaro still down. Milking it a little bit, but that was a hard collision. Zuleta made a bad decision and was late getting back in the play.
George, that's fine. You got to take those. That's it. Good call. Way to move in. Way to move in.
First card of the game. Souvenir for Coach Wagner.
Up,
It
White,
deflects
up.
off of
Come on,
Medina
George,
and
push
out.
up so you can support. Miller, you need to push up, everybody.
Not Medina, Stringer.
You need to support
2-7,
the
not
play.
2-2. Long ball to Stringer. Center to Noble, has time. Shoots and deflected again by Cole Hay. Center back position. See Hay playing more center right as the Vikings have 4 defenders out there. That will be a goal kick. That ball spun wide. That back line of Melly, Hay, Folletti, and Senra, outstanding. Played 145 minutes and the defense in the season, and the defense is yet to allow a live goal. And the last one they allowed to LaSalle was on a free kick, and that is a very light call against D'Souza. We've seen a lot tougher contact, a lot more handsy plays than that, and D'Souza gets called for it. Ten minutes gone by in the second half. 0-0.
Push up here, push up here.
Stringer. Along the end line, and Hay clears it out towards the bench.
Boy, up.
There's a shot, saved by Huntsman! Lloyd with a rocket,
Good job,
and Matt
Matty.
full extension to his left.
Go, Matt.
Got the fingertips on it and knocked it away. First corner kick for the Lions today. Noble will tee it up. In the air, right over the head of Daddario. He had a great chance. He knocks Folletti down, and the Vikings clear it. Brendan Walsh,
Calma, calma.
ball all alone. Stringer will come up to play. To his brother, chested down.
Yeah, stand him up. Good
That's
job.
Charlie Stringer. Has his pass denied, and Walsh is out of there.
Keep going,
Green
Walsh.
ahead. Trying to lead O'Toole. Bouncing ball. And Millington gets a hard foot on it. Back past midfield.
Bring it up. Nice, Walsh. Good job.
Walsh having a very nice possession. Gets it back. Leading Melly, and that's going to be too far. Yeah. Melly able to keep it in at the last second. That would have been too far for me, but not for James Melly in that speed.
Hold, hold.
But it's taken back by Wheaton, upfield, Ferrier. And Folletti steps in front of Ferrier. It was a good give and go.
Oh, come on.
Popped
good
up.
recover. Let's go. Nice, Nelly.
Headed out of bounds by Melly. Throw in for Wheaton. Noble and Ferrier looking to connect on that last rush.
There you go.
Daddario sends it on
Good
goal.
job, White.
And a good catch by Huntsman. Not a lot on that one by Huntsman, going into the wind.
Come on, George. You guys got to step on the field, man. Can't give him gaps. Push up defensively. Midfield's got to push up.
beyond midfield. On the offensive side, Cole Hay
Push up a little, face the other way.
sends it deep to the 18 and headed out. Jack Brousseau. First time we called his name today. He scored a goal in the 3-0 win by Wheaton over Salem State last season. Senra heads the punt from Millington out of bounds. A couple substitutions coming in for the Vikings. Michael Flynn's back in. So is Gabe De Silva.
Push up, George. Back it up, buddy. Push up. Release. Switch it.
O'Toole tried to drop the pass behind him to Melly. Melly goes down. Now he's caught behind the play. Here's Noble. Valetti steps in and now boxes Noble out. Deflection keeps play alive for Wheaton.
Come on, Walsh.
Hard shot deflected off the back of Hay towards the Wheaton bench and cleared out of bounds.
Push up.
Really nice play along the far sideline. And Cole Hay hanging in there on the rip by Strange. Under a half hour to play.
Cheat up, Flynn.
Still scoreless.
Cheat up, Flynn.
It might be a one-goal game. Momentum right now favoring Wheaton. But the Vikings not far off. There's an interception by Walsh. D'Souza sends it right through the middle, too far ahead of everybody. Millington whips it back towards the midfield. Medina, a give and go.
That's it, Cole.
A couple of 22s run into each other.
Take your time,
Popped
Dolly,
up.
Take your time. Yes, good reach.
Valetti clears. And
Push
a
up, Roy.
finesse trap from Ryan Bell. Walsh plays it off the official. It'll be Vikings ball from that spot.
Come on, Flynn. Come on, Dylan.
Don't see that happen very
Here you
often.
go. Take him away.
You'd think it
Got
happened
space.
more often, actually. I always think that should happen more often in football.
No, you guys don't move up.
How the guy that stands in the middle, the official that stands in the middle of the field, behind the defensive line, doesn't get drilled with passes, bewilders me.
Flynn, take him away when you go. Give him space. See how he goes.
Zoletta with a quick restart, but Hay wasn't ready for it.
Ben, Flynn, push it.
Zoletta's made some questionable decisions today.
Wow.
Hard contact. Sideline knocks Walsh down. Almost Adam Banks style into the post over there.
George, slide here, George. Ben, Flynn, there you go.
Cam Millington has just made one save, has not seen multiple shots, or has not had to make multiple saves. He's seen a few shots. Vikings need a better second part of this second half. They got to put more pressure on him. There's a hard slide tackle that will give the Vikings the ball. Oh, it's a yellow card. Did not expect the card to come out on that one. So that's for Daddario. Hansman has made 7 saves, including that incredible one on their most recent attempt.
White, win it in the air, White.
Strange and Ferrier both with 3 shots on goal. And there they put pressure on Millington. A good ball by Zuleta. Paletti trying to head it in, forcing Millington to make a save. And Zuleta, that was way up there. That cannot feel good. Off the dome.
Cole! Nice job, Nelly. Way to pass it out now.
Good pass, midfield, got it away. Millington out of the box. There's a chance for the Vikings. And they miss. Wally Hunane lays on the turf in disbelief. Got past the goalie and had a wide open net, but couldn't find the angle. Dario was racing back, not sure if he would have been able to make the save. A golden opportunity for the Vikings. Wheaton survives it.
Nice play. Time play. Push it. Give it. Oh, nice ball.
Great crosser. Over the net. And De Silva had a chance. What a perfect cross from Flynn. Vikings faithful can feel it. Momentum has shifted here on those last 2 possessions. Under 25 to play. First Hunane, then De Silva. A couple of underclassmen with really good chances. That was going to be a tough play for De Silva. Played it in the air, too. So the ball just had too much momentum off the cleat. Wheaton back with it. Into the box, on a bounce. It's Huntsman. Gloves it.
Order, out! Come on, Cole, push up. Paletti, push up. George, up! Come on, 15, up! See what I mean?
Good step in from behind. Luckner trailing the play. Wheaton able to keep possession alive. De Silva up the sideline. Not sure if he even saw that guy there. That's Bell, excuse me. Hunane surrounded by 3 jerseys. Back to Melly. A lot of play on the far sideline for the Vikings.
Nice. Time. Go outside,
Hunane. Drop pass through the logo to Zuleta. With Flynn leading Zuleta. And he gets shouldered down in the box, and that's going to be a penalty kick. Millington was coming out. Zuleta might have got there first. Dario was not going to allow that to happen. Shoulders him down, and the Vikings are going to have an opportunity to take a 1-0 lead on a PK. A great effort by Zuleta, and another ridiculous setup pass by Flynn. Put it in the perfect spot where Millington and Zuleta would have to meet. Dario took matters into his own hands. Here we go. For the lead. Goal! 1-0 Vikings! The crowd's fired up. The Vikings are fired up. Millington dove to his left. Zuleda's shot was just off center to the right. Had Millington stayed put, would have been an easy save. But he had made his decision.
Viking goal, score by number
Zuleda
14. George
tickles the twine,
Zuleda.
back of the net. The senior from Lowell could be the difference maker here this afternoon for the Vikings.
Hold them, Flynn. Come on, buddy.
Dario goes down from the turf, keeps it alive, and sent away by the Vikings. "22 minutes to play.
Come on, White. Go, Salem. Come on, Salem. Send it down the wing. Good job. Send it down the wing. Come on.
Flynn
Up.
from the sideline, left-footed
Up,
towards the
George,
center of the
George,
field.
up,
Millington
up,
out.
come on.
Dario waited on it, too much patience,
With that in the air.
but Bell able to clear.
Nice, Gladys. One more. One more.
Lookner up ahead, taken down in the box, but the play is blown dead. It's going to be Wheaton ball. Offsides was the call. Hunane a step too deep. Good pass. Wheaton. It's going to be a corner. Mahoney tried to turn the corner, deflects it off Hay out of bounds. Good passing between Medina and Mahoney. Blackadar. Hand raised.
Come on, White.
Short kick sent away by Zuleda. Oh! Big collision. They're going to let that play? Oh my goodness. Alfano cannot jump that high unless assisted, that is for sure. Pushing off on the back of Hunane. Huntsman traps it, pick it up. There you go. Now throws it out. It's Davis.
Oh,
And he's tripped up.
Come on, ref.
Card stays in the pocket of the official. Will be a free kick for Cole Hay. Under 20 minutes to play, closer to 19.
Push up. Push in. There you go, Flynn. There you go, Flynn.
Off Flynn's shoulder, and on a hop to Millington.
That's a good ball, Cole.
Hay is great on those free kicks. He's been an exciting player to watch the first couple games. Thompson runs it down, puts it on his left foot, headed back by Hay. It's like Davis is playing back as the mid. Now Melly fills that position. Thought they had Davis in there on defense for a moment. Pass to Medina. Sends it middle, knocked down by Folletti and popped up by Melly. It'll stay in play. Davis with it, tries to send it up the sideline and knocked out of bounds into the Wheaton bench by Raganis.
Keep fighting the pressure, push up.
Play continues. O'Toole on the turf.
Nice.
Folletti at the 18, clears it towards midfield. D'Addario will take it out of bounds.
Come on, White. Come on, Walsh. Take charge, buddy. Come on, play with confidence. Come on, Flynn. Push up, push up.
The Zuleta penalty kick is the difference, 1-0. Medina in the corner. Ferrier back in the game. Shoots. Outreached. I think Huntsman got a hand on it. We'll find out. He did. Deflects away. A great angle by Huntsman taken on that play. I think Ferrier is going to take a shot anytime he touches it at this point with 16 minutes left to play, down a goal.
That's it, Dylan. Don't get pushed around. Come on.
That voice that you hear is Mr. Senra. As you can see, Dylan in the mix there. A couple pushing and shoving between him and Stringer.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Father not wanting his son to get pushed around. He never does. Cole steps on the ball. Cole Hay steps on the ball. Shot got away. Huntsman made the save. Folletti shouldered out of bounds. And it's a foul against Wheaton. Too much shoulder from Charlie Stringer. But that ball was loose for a minute. Steps from the goal. Hay slipped, stepped on the top of the ball, and that opened things up for Wheaton from close range. But it was not a hard shot.
Push up.
15 minutes left.
Good job, Folletti. Square.
These two teams have proven to be very evenly matched. A 3-0 win at Wheaton between these two teams for Wheaton last year. Both teams looking to defend their home turf. Maybe we'll get a rubber match next year. What a great play by O'Toole, keeping the ball alive and showing off fancy footwork.
That's it, Flynn.
And Michael Flynn also, he's been huge off the bench today. In the mix down in the deep corner, forces Wheaton to kick it out of bounds deep in their own territory. Minutes rolling by rather quickly here for Wheaton. Back to the Ferriero. Oh, Flynn never gives up on a play. Was a half step from taking that one away. Wild play there, shouldered by Walsh.
Confidence, Cole. Good job.
A chest shoulder redirection. As Fellows came back into the play, Walsh gets it back. Flip to the middle. Davis was there. And it'll be a goal kick. Thought my vision, epiphany, Davis scoring was going to come true right there. It's in a great spot with a good setup. Strange gets it back, spins, shoots. Huntsman knocks it down and makes the save.
Guys need to move up. Come on, Fellini. Go, push up. Come on, Nelly. 10 minutes. Come on, let's go.
Under 12 to play.
Oh, Bob, come on, George.
O'Toole showing off his ups. That's one of the more fun parts of O'Toole's game, is watching him rise up above defenses for headers. A chance for Wheaton. Alfano gets past its target. Medina steps in, he shoots, and Melly helps out his goalie. They make the save together. Huntsman and Melly meet right at the goal post. Looks like Melly cleated Huntsman in the thigh, but they both make the save. The initial pass was for Ferrier. Here's Flynn for the Vikings. Defended by Bell, knocked away. Walsh sends it O'Toole's way. He's chased towards the sideline and is knocked down. Whistle comes and O'Toole holding his knee. Let's hope he can get up. Medina almost tied it up for Wheaton. Huntsman looks fine in net after the collision with Melly. What a great effort by Melly. And that free kick goes right to Millington. Quickly out with it to Medina. So fast he left the ball behind. Strange's pass is deflected. 10 minutes exactly to play. 1 goal lead for the Vikings. Here's a shot. Huntsman, another save on a rocket. And blasted into the trees. That'll give it players a chance to breathe for a moment as Medina comes off. And so does Alfano for Wheaton. 2 players have made a pretty big impact, especially on that last or previous possession. Medina almost scored, and it was Alfano who set it up. Long throw. Huntsman makes the grab. The Vikings are going to try and take their time. Long ball, Davis. Can't get there, played by Wheaton first. Great ball up ahead for Walsh. Can't get a shot away, is pushed down. No whistle, and Millington out with it. Good setup by Exlage-Tello. Crosser pass to Brousseau. Up the sideline with Ferrier. He's got a man on his left. Flips it middle, headed out by Folletti. Controlled by Wheaton. And now by the Vikings, and Cole Hayes sends it away.
Take your time, Dale. Quickly.
Out of bounds, Vikings throw. Under 8 to play. Coach Correa yelling out to Aaron O'Toole to dig a little deeper. Only 8 minutes left. Away from a 2-0 start. And a revenge win over Wheaton, who was ranked 24th in the country last year. Good deflection. Ixlaj-Tello staying with the play. But it'll be a corner for Stringer. It's actually Noble that will take it. As Stringer makes his way towards the middle of the net. Looking to screen Huntsman. Goes far post over everybody. Finds Wheaton. And Ferrier puts it over the net.
Good job. That's it, White.
And Ferrier goes down and is on the turf still. Huntsman gives it a ride. A little too tall for O'Toole. A rush from Wheaton. Melly defending on the end line.
Nice job. Way to go.
McLaughlin unable to keep control. Chases back. Knocks Melly down. Play continues. And now the official blows it dead.
Good job, Nelly.
Vikings will have it from where Melly was knocked down. Hayes sends it across. Ixlaj-Tello to Luckner and runs into the defense. Ferrier turns on the Jets, fires, saved by Huntsman, rebound, another save, Matty quickly up, and he denies Strange.
Good job, man.
The two best offensive players for Wheaton, both with a chance, and Huntsman denies both of them. A quick reaction on that second one.
Come on, strong in the air, White.
Spinning ball near post, headed out. Strange slides. Keeps possession alive. And Melly intercepts. Last man back. Ranganese keeps it in. And this is past him. Foot race. Ranganese gets there first. Walsh with him. Plays it back to Millington. Ranganese chested back. Walsh down hard. Play continues. Walsh still not up. Under 4 to play. Final minutes for Wheaton.
Walsh.
Deflected. Ranganese can't connect with its intended target. O'Toole spins.
Switch it! Nice!
Now O'Toole switches the field. Ixlaj-Tello with nobody around, unable to keep it in. Now we're and they stopped the clock as Walsh went back down to the turf.
Come on, George, 3 minutes.
3:04 on the clock. Matt Correa not happy that Ixlaj-Tello not able to keep that ball in bounds. Screaming from the far sideline. You have to keep that in. Here's D'Addario. He's played such a great game, but that one costly foul that set up the penalty kick that is the difference. right in front of the scorer's table. You see the Vikings put their hands up. It was out of bounds. No whistle. Play continues with Ferrier. He shoots. One hop to Huntsman.
Take your time, man. Take your time. Push up. Why? You need to push up.
2.5 left. O'Toole gets ahead on that one. Millington has to come way out to play it. I'm going to try to keep working the far sideline. Dangerous play there as Lloyd put his head down at about shoulder level. He could have put his head right into Alvarez's chest. That is a dangerous play. Keep your head up. Folletti takes it away. The two-time MASCAC Defensive Player of the Year sends it upfield. That will make Millington come out about the same distance on the near side to play that ball. 1:45 left. Hey.
Yeah, pick it up.
Didn't get a good foot on it. Center headed it. And Ixlage-Tello clears.
Come on, White.
1:15. Long ball. Headed down. Huntsman makes the save and falls on it. O'Toole down to the turf. 45 seconds left. Looks like the ref will let them play this out. 36 seconds. O'Toole, an aggressive play back into it, wins the ball. Kept in along the sideline. Russo to Strange. Hey, falls down as he clears it to the bench. 20 seconds left. Middle, Zuleta, the man of the hour, heads it out.
Press him, George.
10.
Daddario with 10 seconds,
7,
sends it wide,
6,
and that's going to do it.
4, 3.
The Vikings
2,
take
1.
down the Lions.
Good job, White.
A 1-0 win for the Vikings. They return the favor after a year after getting shut out by Wheaton at their place, 3-0. They play spectacular defense here today for 90 minutes and hold the Lions scoreless. 1-0 is the final on the Zuleta penalty kick. The Vikings improve to 2-0. The Lions drop to 1-1. They head home to take on Bridgewater State next. What a game. What a way to start off the 2022 season for the Vikings. 2 straight wins at home. They have Wentworth next, another tall task on Wednesday before going on the road for the first time. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It was a tremendous game. Capped off with the Vikings win. Nothing better than that. Hope you enjoy this Labor Day weekend. Everybody be safe. For all of us here at Salem State, thank you one more time for watching. Again, over 60 streamers today. Let's keep that up. Thank you so much. I'm Jess Burton. 1-0. Vikings win it. We'll see you Wednesday night.
brag on the show.
Yeah, I could have used someone else over here. So run up and down.
You were doing a good job.
Yeah, like my knees hurt.
You haven't ran that much since what, April? Can't wait to go get that shirt. See you later. Meet me out.
Of September.
Depends on see if you get inside, otherwise see how Howard's right.
Yeah, about there.
Irving. We ran down